Thank you for joining me today. My name is Elizabeth Fasanya, and I'm here to talk about work-life balance benefits. Let's start with the overview, discussing what we'll be going into in the next few minutes. We're going to define work-life balance benefits, talk a little bit about the history behind the concept of such benefits. Where are we today? Some actual work-life balance benefits that are already out there in the workplace. We're going to talk a little bit about who benefits. Is it just the employee or employer or both? How companies can benefit. And then, can all companies make a work-life balance benefit program work? Consider your employee population and the conclusion. So let's get started. The definition of work-life balance benefits is non-traditional benefits, often intangible, that affects an employee's personal life as well as instead of their professional life. Work-life employee benefits are often provided as part of an overall package the employer leases from a third party. Either the third party or an employer can implement and manage these changes or benefit programs. Let's talk a little bit about the history of the work-life balance benefits and how it came about. As early as the 1800s, when the idea of spending less time at work was recognized by the manufacturing industry for women and children, this is when it all started. By 1938, the Fair Labor Standards Act, which some people have talked about in previous presentations and posts, was established, and it set a standard for a 44-hour work week. Then came the women's liberation movement of the 1980s, which brought more work-life balance back to the forefront, accommodating women at first for taking care of their families, for having children, and then later on, those same benefits began to apply for men as well. To accommodate women in the workforce, a flexible working schedule and maternity leave were popularized. One of the very key things when we look at these benefits. So here we are today, and what do those work-life benefits look like? It's a multi-million-dollar industry that is relevant to Wall Street, to Walmart, and beyond. If you Google work-life balance, you will see the number of links will provide you with tools, articles, how to create a work-life balance, and the list goes on and on and on. Believe me, it's a very big topic these days. Today, those programs benefit companies who are established and are used to lure and secure some of the biggest and the brightest talent that's out there, as well as to retain the current pool of talented individuals a company has. These benefits are considered part of the overall compensation package, and a dollar value is established to include in the overall cost. Some of these programs will not cost a lot of money and may actually even be free, such as gyms that are on site in a building that a company leases or that they use. So the benefits below just kind of talk about some of the benefits in the box to the left about outsourcing benefits, increasing quality and efficiency and reducing operation cost. It's a non-core process. It reduces risk exposure to companies and avoids accesses to advanced technology and increased flexibility, to name a few. So what are some of the work-life balance benefits that we see in our world today? Flexible spending, on-site childcare, extended leaves at Google to pursue a passion for up to 3 months, and that can include mission trips or travel or just to create something. telecommuting, which has been around since the dot-com boom and possibly before, job sharing, meditation and relax rooms, and on-site staffed kitchens in the workplace to save employees from having to travel out at lunch, to cut the cost of their overall food budget that they spend each week, and to allow them to be able to relax and meditate in rooms also that might be provided. So who do you think benefits the most? Is it the employee or the employer? In the research I conducted and the many sites I looked at, basically, it's a win-win for both sides. Now, not every company can implement all the work-life balance benefits that employees may want. But just to be able to start implementing some and showing your workforce that you are flexible and willing to think out of the box is more than enough at times to keep employees motivated and working hard. It allows companies to keep the right staff, keeps them from getting the best staff. It helps them to get the best staff, and it improves productivity. From an economy of scale standpoint, according to the Aspen Institute, the U.S. Is late to the party, as said earlier, regarding policies that address work-life conflict. While we have some of the benefits in place, we still sorely lack in specific areas, much the point of affordable child care. It's one of the major issues with employees across the country. And it also affects those that are in that moderate income work range. They have smaller financial margins and a very little to no safety net at times. Something interesting is that millennials have played a huge role in asking for a more flexible work style in order to achieve all the things they wish to do. So can these type of programs work for all companies? Well, many companies worry about compromising productivity or efficiency when considering implementing some of these benefits. But there are some low-cost, no-cost, innovative ways to provide many of the benefits that were mentioned earlier. As mentioned, see if there's a gym in the building in which the company works that they could take advantage of at a little to no cost. Or, if not, provide lower cost membership to gyms for employees. Give them some incentive. Healthier employees are happier employees. They're more productive, and they are at work more than those who are unhealthy. Hold contests for regarding the number of steps they can complete over a predetermined amount of time. I can share within Brandman, usually twice a year, we have a step contest. We've been offered Fitbits at a very low rate to purchase those before the contest starts. We've walked across America, we've walked across Europe, and done all kinds of things virtually to compete, to win prizes, and just to get that healthy mindset in place by walking, either in teams or by ourselves. Again, as mentioned, one of the biggest issues at hand is on-site child care or affordable child care. This benefit alone for most people who have young children can totally decrease parents' stress level, their sick leave, and their overall productivity, because they're not worried about their children and they're not worried about being there or picking up and taking them. And that's, again, where those flexible work hours or flexible schedules come into play. Most companies can provide some or most of the work-life balance benefits suggested or other benefits that correlate to their specific industry. Make sure that when companies are looking at the work-life balance benefits, they need to really look at all the benefits and the people that they affect, not just the young, up-and-coming folks, but also some of their more senior workers. Is listed here, some wellness, preventative, and self-care benefits. These can really help people over 50, and they need to be looked into and marketed if a company does decide to do this, to make sure that these folks know they're available and how to utilize them. Many companies have work-life balance benefits, but not all the employees fully understand, comprehend, or even know what really is available and how they can take advantage of them. So again, as mentioned in our text in previous chapters, communicating the benefits in the right way is a really key part of making sure that employees are informed and happy and balanced. So in conclusion, while the U.S. may be behind in our work-life balance benefits, employers are doing now more than ever to appeal to the changing generations of our current workforce. They're listening more, and they're taking into consideration the needs. The economic upturn has shifted from an employer to an employee market, and companies really have to be competitive from all aspects when looking for top talent. So these work-life balance benefits can really add to the overall package. Companies are thinking out of the box to compete with competitors for talent and leadership. Again, these benefits are part of what that is on that competitors list. And much of the good old boy mentality and presence is gone, I think, from much of the workforce. And it's allowing for more flexible thinking regarding benefits, flexible schedules, and things like that. So now more than ever, human resource departments are a cost center, and they work right alongside the other departments to meet company goals and hire correctly and keep costs as low as possible, but they also must maintain that work-life balance benefits for their employees. If you have any questions, please post them after you conclude listening to my presentation, and I will be happy to get back to you. Thank you so much for your time.